The second day's play. Yes. Welcome everyone to New Zealand and Afghanistan. A matchup in the Twisty Test Championship on day one. Let's just do a quick little recap for you. Afghanistan won the toss. They elected to bowl first. Took 3 wickets in the first session, 1 in the second. 5 in the third. Had New Zealand 9 for 210 at stumps on day one. After 90 overs, Zahir Khan has 5 wickets to his name. It's Trent Boult and Tim Southee out there in the middle, trying to rally a little bit for New Zealand. See if they can somehow push this total over to 230, 240, 250. Give themselves, the best opportunity at, posting a good first innings total to be able to defend. But has looked like a difficult wicket to bat on. We've only really seen Ross Taylor play quite well on it. He scored 90 runs. Unfortunately, was unable to go on to make a ton. So we'll see a playing a miss here. But these two have actually done quite well. Have a look at them. They've been in the crease for over 10 overs each. That's a big shout. A big shout. Umpire says no. Jeez. I wouldn't be surprised if we see this go upstairs. Oh, it's ball 6. No, it is going down the onside is what it looks like on the ball tracker there. But, gee, that was a good delivery. Hit him on the back pad. That's why I thought it was closer than maybe it ended up being. There's another big shout. But again, pitching outside leg there, Rashid Khan. So that's not going to be out. None for 52. Not often you see Rashid Khan bowl with those kind of numbers. It's Tim Southee dispatches him over the top for a boundary. And they've survived all the way through to drinks here in this first session, New Zealand. Obviously, Tim Southee loves to play a bit of shots. I think he's like one of the highest... got the most sixes in test matches or something. Or he's got a lot of sixes in test matches, Tim Southee. I think almost more than any other player. And if I'm incorrect on that stat, please someone tell me, because I'm pretty sure that this is one stat that I might have half a clue on, but I probably don't. Anyway, he's chopped it on after facing 98 deliveries. Tim Southee gets himself out. It's Zahir Khan to end with 6 wickets. New Zealand all out. Alright, bang, onto the stumps. And they were all out for 200 and something. To less than 250, I think. As we saw Zahir Khan out. It gets wicket number 6. 245. All out there, New Zealand. As we said, Ross Taylor, the only man to score above 40. He scored 90 runs. Everyone else really below par there. The Tailenders doing quite a good job. There's the Zhush through the new dimension of the bush. And Southee will have the new ball in his hand after just being dismissed. He'll be bowling to Zadran. To begin. So I think one thing that New Zealand did early that that Afghanistan can probably learn from is New Zealand lost a couple of early wickets. They were 3 for 21, a couple of those off the bowling of the spinner who came in just 9 overs in. So you wonder if New Zealand will say, hey Mitch Santner, guess what, you're going to come in, maybe 10, 12, 13 overs in that, maybe not quite first change, because you'd expect Wagner to be bowling that first change, but, that second bowler, maybe they don't swing a seamer around, and they put the spinner on as early as possible as well to try and get those early breakthroughs. And this one across again. So far, again, the run rate quite slow out of the gate from an Afghanistan point of view, 12 without loss, but it's taken them almost 7 overs to get there. So they are going at quite a slow rate, but whatever works for you in test match cricket and whatever doesn't get you out. We've still got, 4 more days of play to go, including, another session, or 3 in a session, 3 in 2 sessions, something like that. So there's plenty of time in this matchup for Afghanistan to put on a big score. They don't need to be rushing with any of their runs, as we see an outside edge here in between the slips, so a bit of luck going their way. It's now this one down the ground for a single. And a little bit more of a defensive field, I might say, while looking at this New Zealand thing. They've got a deep cover. They had a deep cover, a deep mid-on, and a deep square leg. Right now they've just got the man on the leg side in the deep. 33 without loss. It's been pretty good. Oh, a bit of bat there. Jeez, doesn't carry. Look at that hot ball. Now Wagner, he's bowled a few overs. And yet he's also been ineffective. And this will be more runs for Zadran. It'll be 4 of them. 44 without loss here, Afghanistan. Who would have seen this coming? After bowling New Zealand out for 245, they might even have a 50-run opening stand. They're one shy of it at the moment. Oh, and they were so close, but the edge is going to be taken by the keeper. And again, it is the spinner that provides that early breakthrough. It was Mitchell Santner this time, so we did speak about that, obviously, at the beginning of the day, or at the beginning of the innings. It was how early will Santner come on for New Zealand. And in his first over, he got the breakthrough that they desired. So, maybe we'll be seeing more of him as the game continues. Certainly we will. Of course, that's running 4 there. Afghanistan, 67 for 1. Well, that should be out 2. And again, it's the spin of Santner that's got it. So both openers out now. Santner's done them dirty both times. This one, one that just was low, kept real low, and inside edge onto the back part of the pad, maybe even onto the calf. It's just sat in the air for a moment, allowed Watling to get it. Ibrahim Zadran out for 38. Afghanistan 77 for 2. Ahmed Shah and in Sanula in at the middle. So the game is again in quite an even position. We've seen wickets can tumble quite quickly. We've seen runs are quite difficult to score. So even at 85 for 2, New Zealand would still fancy themselves quite a chance here to take these wickets before they get the lead. I'm not entirely sure how that ball has missed the stumps. That edge was somehow so close and still rolled through and past. Unbelievable. This one, an edge, goes to ground. And now in the air, and it should be a boundary. Fielder won't get to that. 100 up for Afghanistan. 102 for 2. Gee, this is a great start for them. Round the corner, taken. So Santner has 3. All 3 for New Zealand so far. This wicket spinning and effective. It's an all out for 33. As we finish up the second session of play. Pretty even one again in terms of how the game is playing out. Afghanistan 108 for 3. Just lost a wicket prior to the dinner break. And remember, they lost, New Zealand actually lost 5 wickets in the evening session yesterday. So Afghanistan will be under the pump to really survive this nighttime onslaught. And Santner started well. This time through him and bowls him. Gee, this is a good delivery. He's just been mocking that area a few times, really forcing the pad. This time it just turns a little bit too much for the batsman. Enough to go into the off stump. Ahmed Shah out for 13. 111 for 4, Afghanistan. Still 134 behind. Asghar Afghan and Nasir Jamal, the 2 guys at the middle. Well, that's a cross. Should be 1. Maybe even 2. No, just the 1. What are they? 130 behind right now. They're almost halfway there. That one round the corner. Just past that leg slip fielder this time. Did see a dismissal there earlier. Santner's got all 4 wickets for New Zealand. Can he get 5? He's got all 5. See, I tell you what, if you're a spinner, you'd be loving this wicket. Especially a left arm spinner. Santner has 5 wickets after we saw Zahir Khan take 6. Jamal out for 4. Afghanistan 119 for 5. Santner unstoppable at the moment. 5 for 28 from 9.4. That's a wide. I'll tell you what, the spin, how effective has it been in the first 2 days of this match? I just wonder, could it get even more effective as the test match continues to play on? The wicket will continue to, I guess, dry up somewhat as this is chopped on again. And finally, Asima gets a wicket. It was Southey. Gee, look at that nice little outswing. Really just forced him to not know what line that was going to be. Zai out for a duck. 122 for 6. Game's changed quickly. Oh, playing a miss. New Zealand, gee, they found a way to really turn this around. Mitchell Santner's bowling has been superb today. He has 5 wickets. Southey's got 1 as well. And Afghanistan, maybe not reeling, but they need to just lift a bit here with the bat in hand. We know Rashid Khan likes to play his shots. Can he get a quick fire 30 or 40 to just really reduce that New Zealand lead? And we can see him trying to play, but he's not playing too aggressive, not swinging as hard as you might expect him normally to. Again, another dot ball. 50 overs gone, 140 for 6. Oh, chopped on again. Jeez. I mean, you could have left this ball, but instead tried to play a good forward defence to it. Sort of hit the top inside edge of the bat. And that's a wicket. Rashid Khan out for 7. Oh, another one. Another chop on. This time Wagner gets the wicket. Again, just playing across the line. Expecting a little bit more movement than there was. And Asghar Afghan's out for 20. Afghanistan, now they're reeling at 140 for 8. Still 105 runs behind. Things have changed in this game very quickly. Gee, Wagner's looking good. He's getting some real swing as well now. A 50 over ball. And he's still managing to get it to move. Oh, another inside edge. It wasn't quite chopped on. But it's ballooned to the keeper. And it'll be another wicket. So de Grandhomme getting himself another. Afghanistan lose wicket number 9. And the Kiwis, well, what a session it's been. Good take by BJ Watling as well. Good catch. Mudzi out for 1. 143 for 9. Oh, another inside edge. Geez, it's been a session of inside edges and chops-ons and everything, hasn't it? Spin hasn't really done too much either. It's been the seam that have just delivered in this session. Oh, again, another one that's almost gone onto the stumps. Edged and taken. Just a conventional one this time. Chasing a wide delivery from de Grandhomme. He ends up with the last couple of wickets. Afghanistan all out for 150 runs. Gee, it just changed so quickly there, didn't it? They looked like they were 102 for 2, I think, at one point. Then all of a sudden, all out for 150. 8 for 48 they lost. Wow. Things just changed in this test match, and all of a sudden New Zealand are out to bat again at the final session of day 2. I reckon they've got maybe 1 over or 2 to survive here. And that's nice. Blundell. To the end of the first over. We will be able to squeeze 1 more in. So safely pick up 2. Yes, we will be able to get 1 more over in. Oh, it struck him on the pad. And it's given. So, a big wicket late, very late in the day for Afghanistan here. Tom Blundell, geez, it was fast, it was quick, it hit him in front of leg stump. How will the review go? Impact in line. Wickets missing. Oh dear. So this is going to be overturned. Just when Afghanistan thought maybe we can get something out of this final session. The wicket of Tom Blundell has been overturned. And we'll end up getting a third over in tonight. Any chance of a last gasp breakthrough here? We're actually going to get 5 overs. I didn't have a clue how many overs we were going to get. Maybe we'll get a 6th over, but I think this will be the last sort of couple of balls here. Or not. We will get a 6th over in. And it's going to be runs with a back foot punch down the ground. There'll be 4 of them. It'll be 16 without loss. It'll be 19 without loss, actually. And that will be the end of the day's play. New Zealand 8 overs, 19 without a wicket going down. Look at that, 19 for nothing. It's New Zealand with a 114 run lead as we head into day 3 in this test match against Afghanistan. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you did enjoy it. See you all later. See you tomorrow, actually, for day 3.